I just threw it out there to everybody. Hey, I think we should do an Ozzy show with top 10 songs.
There's a kid out there using his car to kill people. Not that it's such a big deal, since it seems to be your gang he's got it in for.
Reminder to everybody, I didn't pick the 10 best Ozzy songs in your mind.
A wraith, man! A ghost! An evil spirit, and it ain't cool!
I die. I have a choice when I'm coming back out as what I am now. I'd be a bicycle seat for a hot chick.
If you've done nothing wrong, you've got nothing to fear.
Welcome to the Hair Band Basement. I am your host, Basement Brian, and got the same crew back for part 2 of our top 10 Ozzy songs. Let everyone introduce themselves. So I'll go. I got my screen here because it always changes anyway. So when you show this, it's always out of order. Anyway, so Jason, tell the good folks everything's going on up there in Smoky, Canada.
Yep, just tasting the forest fires every day. You can find me on Twitter, X, whatever you would like to call it. I call it Twitter at Reed World, and please, add me and check out Hair Metal Mondays, where I'll throw out some rare hair that you can check out on vinyl.
You had a great one last Monday, or was it yesterday?
Harem Scarum?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. That's one of the
You
few
knew that
you
one,
can do
actually.
how it was. Also, it's like, I don't know who these guys are.
No, I usually don't know his at all.
Which is impressive that you can, people who love this music, there's always more to find.
Yeah,
he's a deep
I
dive.
got years worth of Mondays that I can post. Years worth. Stay in there, everybody.
Nice.
Beat.
All right, good friend. This is like his third time on the in the basement. Jay, why don't you tell the good folks where they can find you?
Oh, find me on Facebook. Find me on X. Find me on Instagram. Oh, I'm everywhere.
Why do you say it like it's a chore? I'm just saying.
Okay,
find me.
So here's the deal.
We don't need that. We're
Energy
moving on.
drink in hours. I'm halfway starting to wake up. Mostly asleep. It's a long day at work.
Okay,
Fair
enough. All right, Mariah, tell the good folks where they can find your socials.
Yeah, I'm on X, Twitter. I also call it Twitter. I've never gotten used to it being X. I will never. Always talking music there. So that's where I'm at.
Nice. And last but not least, Jeremy, tell the guys, have some kind of intro thing, because you don't do the socials.
Absolutely, but I tell you what, you can find me tomorrow night, actually Thursday night, at Tantric and Trapped in Fargo with the Guru. We're going to be checking out the show out there at Matt's Automotive, in Fargo. So Tantric and Trapped on Thursday night. That's where I'll be. Pretty excited about it.
Cool.
Yeah.
And let me go through my shit real quick. You can find me on X, because that's what it's called, formerly known as Twitter, at HB Basement. Always talking music there. And you can find me my radio show on the Station Head app. Download it and listen to my live shows every Friday at 8:30 Eastern for deep hair metal tracks. All right, so the setup. This is part 2 of our top 10 Ozzy songs. Last time we did 10 through 6. Today it's 5 through 1. And the order is going to be what I got on my screen. So I got Jason, Jay, Mariah, Jeremy, and then myself. I'll just go clockwise. Whether it's like that when people watch it or not, I can't fix that. It's always different. The last one was completely different than what we had, but it's good. All right, so Jason, why don't you start us off with your number 5?
All right, you want me to sing the riff or no?
That's up to you.
Different show. Okay.
If you want to hear song riffs, get mouth riffs out now. Order now.
Mouth riffs coming out now. Double vinyl. Double set.
That's right.
Yeah. World tour pending. So my number 5 is off the Osmosis record, and it is, or I guess Ozzy's comeback record after the no more tours, no more everything, tried to retire, all that. And I'm one of those guys, I'm not a massive fan of a lot of Ozzy's type of ballads. Mama, I'm Coming Home is a good one, obviously. But this one on Osmosis, it spoke to me, and I have no idea why. Is obviously it is about loss. He's lost something, whatever, and I'll just get right to it. Because the vocals for me were just kind of like haunting. You could feel his emotion in it, which is unique for Ozzy, I think. But it's See You on the Other Side. It's just such a great ballad. And I wish I knew more about it. I don't. I tried to poke around a little bit if it was about something or someone, because I mean the words are very poignant, and it is what it is. And it's one of those that when we say it often too, is when we you got your mix on and your shuffle. When that one comes on, it gets turned up. I just dig it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is a good one. That is a good one. But I'm with you. I'm really not a huge fan of his ballads. That's, I don't know. To me, it's like, what are you doing, Ozzy? I want to rock out.
Right.
You're Ozzy. Let's do this.
You're Ozzy.
I wondered if Lita Ford and Ozzy's was going to make this list because of that fact, but maybe it will.
I don't like that song.
I hate that song. I'll say it
Thank
straight.
you.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Hate it.
See, I love that song. I just didn't count it because it appears on the Lita album. So I was like,
True.
that counts.
But
I
I
love
rank that up there with Hysteria and Without You by Def Leppard, by Motley Crue. It's right up there with those two songs. I can't.
I love
That's
that.
high praise.
Yeah, I like it too, Mariah. I actually thought they were dating when that video came out back in the day. I was like, oh, Ozzy and Lita Ford are together. Nope.
Ozzy wishes.
Yeah.
Well, you learn something
No
new
doubt.
every day, so I'm glad to learn another song that you hate. That's going to be valuable at some point.
Right?
I'm always open with that stuff. I don't like a song, I will tell you.
Oh
I
yeah.
will tell
Yeah.
you.
No.
I got no problems with that. Yeah, that might be. That is because I already did 2 episodes of songs. Why this song stinks. I already did Hysteria's Love Bites. Of course, I had to, and I did Without You by Motley Crue. And I on my list of other ones to do, Close Your Eyes Forever is on that list.
Oh, I can hardly wait.
That song I cannot. I just skip. I can't. But that's just me.
Yeah.
All right.
I like it. I don't think it counts for purposes of the video.
It wouldn't fit for this now because it's if that was the case, I would have had I Ain't a Nice Guy with Lemmy. That's a great song, but it's on a Motorhead album. It's on
there you go.
Yeah, I would have had that song
featuring
as well.
Ozzy. Yeah, it's a great tune.
But yeah, See You on the Other Side is
a good one.
And it doesn't even have to be at something particular. Everyone, I think, from a young age, everyone's experienced loss, and everyone's, whether it's a person or something else. So I think it's very applicable.
I was going to say like a pet.
Yeah. It could be God. Bucky loves his dog. And you never know. Like it's just for me. And like I said, like that's a powerful song for me. And there's 2 big ones I always think about. It's this one. And then just a couple of years ago, Scott Stapp from Creed on one of his solo records wrote a song for Chester Bennington and Chris Cornell, and it's called Gone Too Soon. Holy shit. That'll just rip your heart right out of your chest.
I don't think I know that one.
Oh, Mariah, look it up at the end of this.
I will. I will. I always learn something
stuff.
new. Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That is.
I
considered putting that one on my list. I wanted to. If we had like 15, it would have. But
I'm not. Like I said last time, I'm not editing all that shit.
No
way. No way.
We'd be here for hours.
So much time in this fucking stuff. They don't tell you that when you decide to start a YouTube channel like a dummy. All the time you put in editing stupid stuff.
Yeah.
The dumb pictures and whatever. But anyway, I digress. All right, Jay, what do you got for your number 5?
I'm on the same album as Jason, Osmosis. But for me, Thunder Underground.
A deep track.
Yeah, it is a deep one. I barely remember it, to be honest with you.
Will, you don't remember?
I love the.
Hey, please sing the riff.
Do it.
Do.
For that recliner, listen and name that tune.
Oh yeah, now I got it.
That's all you need.
No fucking clue.
But that song is so sludgy and heavy and slow. It's just
like you. So
Basically, yeah. Basically. But no, I love it.
Very
Fucking
cool.
I remember the first time I heard that album and that song in specific, I'm like, fuck, Ozzy is back. Thank God.
Yeah.
yeah, no shit. We were not ready for him to go. I'm glad he didn't.
No,
Yeah.
No.
no.
90s.
That would be criminal to think of all the great tunes he wouldn't have done had he actually retired after No More Tears. Think of all the great
Oh.
bangers that would not
That
have
is
come to
true.
fruition.
You're
Holy
right about
shit.
that.
Yeah, that'd be a travesty.
No, it would have hurt his legacy too, you know, because he's such a figure that was like very prominent and around until he died. And if he'd retired and kind of just sailed off in the
Yep.
sunset, called it quits, I mean, you know, maybe
Yeah,
he
but he did have that Osbourne show.
No, he did.
God,
I
it's
think a lot of
hilarious.
his popularity now came from that show. There
He
was,
was
a, like,
invited to the White House fucking correspondence dinner because of that show.
But
I know.
before the
Hilarious,
Osbournes,
it's
though,
true.
do you remember his cameo in the movie The Jerky Boys?
Never saw it.
I saw it. I'm trying to remember where.
He played a band manager that his band was Helmet, I think.
Was that towards the end?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Johnny and Kamal stumble across the show and they lock a couple of roadies up in a truck or some shit, pretend they're them. And here comes Ozzy, the tour manager, if you will, and he goes, "Hey, what are you up to? You know, where's the other guys?" And they bullshitted him something about they got a job for the monkeys, and Ozzy's like, the fucking monkeys! You've got to be kidding me!
They're in a jet now over Japan. We heard they got a gig with the monkeys.
The fucking monkeys! You're kidding me!
And the look on his face was priceless. I mean,
Yeah.
he could sell that shit pretty good.
Oh, that's
You
funny.
I
bet.
think he was in the Adam Sandler movie too before
Little
before
Nicky?
the Osbournes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was Little Nicky. Yeah.
Ozzy? Holy shit.
Yeah, I think that was pre-Osbournes as well. But you know, if he'd fully retired, maybe he wouldn't have done that. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. That's just it. We don't know, and it
Who
may not have
knows?
happened that way.
Yeah, you're
But
right.
Yeah,
anyway,
because
yeah.
some people, you know, when they retire, they just want to like retire from public life. They just want
Yeah.
Right.
they just want to be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the old Johnny Carson thing. Just fade off in the sunset and just
Yeah.
not be bothered.
That's why Guru's not on this video. He's tired of public life. He's just gone. He's out.
I don't think so.
We have to go through. We have to go through Patrick now to
Yeah.
contact.
Oh wow! Oh, that's brilliant. Oh,
That is
man.
pretty good, Jason.
Oh,
Manager.
shit! That's line of the day right there. Now the question is, do I leave it in?
You absolutely leave it in
You bet.
Oh, all right,
with a
Mariah,
picture and a
you're
meme, of course.
What was that?
With a picture or a meme, of course.
I'll have to make.
Oh yeah, you gotta come up with something special for that.
It's just it's I okay.
Yeah.
I gotta-
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta think about it. I can't do it now. It's in the moment it hits me. I'm putting stupid videos together and editing shit. All right, Mariah, what's your number 5?
All right, so this one was on my list, and then it was off my list, and then it was on. Obviously, I didn't change it, you know, after we were done with our last video, but prior to the last video, and I was making my list. It's No More Tears. You know, and I was like, man, I love that song. It's also a hit. I've heard it a lot. How much do I really love it? You know. And then I listened to it and I'm like, yeah, it should be on the list. It just when it kicks off, when it starts, when it's, you know, the light in the window is a crack in the sky, you know, you're just like, all right, this is gonna be good. Just
You
like
feel it.
from the first line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That song's so powerful that as soon as you said No More Tears, the other 4 of us in our heads were doing the bass opening.
Oh yeah.
And what's that bass, Jason? What's that bass?
Fucking tasty bass.
Oh,
Nice.
absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely.
That's how it is. I guarantee. And they're all nodding their head. All four of us were do as you were talking. It's like
You
that's how
bet.
important.
Oh,
I
you
was
know-
doing that before I even said no more
There you
tears.
go.
I was just like,
Wow.
you know,
Hell yeah.
get
Hell
it on
yeah.
tune. But it's
Wait,
an
sorry.
undeniable great
I gotta
song.
go up one more, Brian. It's just fucking tasty.
It is. It's simple and it just sounds so good.
Yeah.
No.
I was in a band, oh crap, a while ago where we used to, picking songs or whatever, and it was like, doesn't have to be hard to play to sound good. And that was our motto, basically. Plus, we were lazy
Yeah.
and picked easy songs to play just to get it out there, base. But yeah, that's an easy song to play, but it sounds so goddamn good.
Yeah.
You're right. Great, tasty bass riff.
Yeah, and I like the lyrics too. The lyrics are cool, and there's some unexpected moments to it. Like it's just a sign of the times, going forward and reverse, that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not quite something you expect from like the direction for the song to go, and I like that. I always think that's a little fun to subvert expectations.
Yeah, the video was kind of dumb though.
Yeah,
woman
the video was,
crying. Yeah, I was like, get over. All right, there's tears in the title. Stop it. I need to be literal about this stuff.
Yeah, they were overdoing the tears motif.
Yeah.
And guys, help me out with this. I know now in the last 10, 15 years, having orchestration in a song is nothing new. But wouldn't you venture to guess when that came out, with that middle part, that breakdown with wouldn't you say that was pretty rare for rock and roll heavy metal back in whatever year that was, 91 or whatever?
At that point, unless you were listening to Sabotage.
Yeah.
Somebody like that.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, it's pretty damn rare.
That's what I thought.
Rare. Yeah.
So that made that song kind of unique for the time too. Is just having that breakdown with all the violin orchestration. And you're like, all right, and then it builds back up and builds back up. And yeah. Now most bands do it.
Yeah. Now a lot of
it really
bands
stands out.
Yeah. But now a lot of bands have like, the Philharmonic playing with Roxy Blue. Woo, all right.
Yeah.
Let's do that
Yeah. Roxy Blue. Squeeze box.
Rob the Cradle with stupid violins and shit. Oh, there's another picture. All right. So we're at Jeremy, you're number 5.
All right, my number 5 goes back to 80, going way back to Blizzard of Oz. And the reason being that the song is Crazy Train. We've talked about it already, but for me, the reason is a little different for loving it. This is a little homage to my mom. When we were Abrasion all these years and playing, it was one of the first songs we learned. And obviously the tapping, the guitar solo is one of the most iconic guitar solos. If you can nail that solo, the entire crowd is going to clap and cheer and scream and do it every time. So Tyler, our guitar player, worked his ass off getting that solo down, and 9 times out of 10 would nail it, depending on how many beverages we've had and how late it was in the night. But you know how that goes. But
shot to the guitarist.
No, I'm just saying that's all of us, But that song meant so much to my mom, and she would be out in the crowd. You'd have all these rock and rollers, headbangers, and everything, and over all those people, you could hear my mom yelling out, "Crazy Train," and off we'd go, And so for me, it just has a special place because of that, and obviously the meaning behind it. And then the video, with Randy being showed so much, and Ozzy standing there in the black and white opaque with kind of spiked short hair at the time, if I remember right.
Teased up,
yeah. And the song speaks for itself. It's just fantastic. And as a drummer, you've got that on the hi-hat. Everything about it is just fun to play. So I guess I'm going more on the musician standpoint, why that's on my list, and I love the tune. So Crazy Train's my number 5. But Mom, this one's for you. So I want you to hear that.
It's an iconic song. There's no way around it. I didn't have it on my list. Yeah, it's overplayed, but I mean, it's his biggest song in his whole career, and everyone knows that goddamn one. You hear it everywhere, sporting events. Yeah, you play it live, people are gonna recognize it. But talking about the solo during the Back to the Beginning show, Wolfie Van Halen, Wolfgang nailed that solo.
Did he?
Yeah, they only played up to the solo,
So
but
talented.
it was perfect. It was unbelievable how he ripped this thing. It's like, holy shit, unbelievable stuff.
I gotta watch that like soon. I've heard
You
so many
can
great
check out
things
the
about
clips. I haven't watched the whole thing. I look
Okay.
clips on YouTube, whatever. And yeah,
Gotcha.
it was part of a montage, but he came out and just played that solo, and oh my god, I was just blown away about it. Holy
I
crap!
bet.
Well, as a musician, Crazy Train is pretty much required reading, if you will.
Mm.
Well said, Jay. Yep.
I don't think there's anybody I've ever played with that didn't know that. So
You bet.
You're right. You're
Yep.
totally right.
It's almost like a rite of passage.
And that was I
Paranoid, Inner Sandman, all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
I was afraid. I thought no one would have it on their list because it it's on all the time. Yeah, good thing. Yeah, I'm glad you did because it is an iconic song, an iconic Ozzy song.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
if you
I
didn't
was
have it,
starting
I
to
would
get
have said
concerned.
something towards the end. I would have said something about it because it's just
Yeah.
you have to.
yeah, you have to exactly.
I was
Yeah,
counting on
I'm
one of you guys to do it because, as Brian knows, I had like 79 fucking songs on this thing.
That
Right.
would have been 80. It's ridiculously long list. Yeah, I got it narrowed down to 58. Yeah, we're going on in 20 minutes, asshole.
That's right. So here are my top 10, but first let me go over my 48 honorable mentions.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Oh man.
Shout out
It
to
was
you,
a hard
Ryan.
list to make, but I'm glad you had Crazy Train because I was wondering if anyone was going to. I was
I
like,
didn't
it's
think anyone would.
undeniably great, but we've all heard it so much, but you listen to it and it still sounds fresh. It's still amazing. You know, it didn't make my top 10 because there are songs I go to more, but you can't deny how great of a song it is. Nobody can. There's a reason it deserves to be his biggest song, in my opinion. I can't
Yeah.
think of a better one to be it.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's the thing. You're right. I won't put it on for myself, but if it comes up on a shuffle or happen to be on, I don't know, radio or something, yeah, I'm raising the volume on. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
skip it.
I'm
no
not
way.
turning it down. It's
Yeah.
not, I'm not, oh my gosh, I'm in a Crazy Train mood. I need to go seek that out the way I am with some of the other ones that I hear a bit less. But yeah, I'm not skipping it. It's too good of a song.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
bet.
I agree. I totally agree. All right. My last five, I want to say all of them were said in the first show.
Mhm.
So I switched my five. I had Crazy Babies. And I
Okay.
was like, we already went into that. I could put something else there and replace it. That it is a killer song. Nothing against it. So I switched it up with another one from No Rest of the Wicked, Devil's Daughter, parentheses, Holy War.
So fucking good.
Right?
Oh.
Right? It's
Touch yourself good. It's so fucking good. Did
I
I say
was
that?
listening.
Okay.
I was listening today and I'm like, Zach Wilde must be addicted to pinch harmonics. He's got all over this fucking song and he goes all in with them. I was like, I see through what is inside you. I'll make you break down, break down, break down and cry. Devil's Daughter, you don't need a holy war. So goddamn tasty. And I was like, yeah, I'll take off Crazy Babies for this one. And we said this before, that was my first Ozzy album. I mean, Ultimate Sin is probably my favorite Ozzy album, but that one crept up to a very close second.
Yep.
So much good shit on that one.
It's underrated too. I was
Yeah.
watching a couple of Ozzy rankings of album rankings just because one came up on my YouTube, which because I watched one, that means about 5 other ones eventually came up.
Mhm.
And they all had it so low. Someone had that in like D tier Ozzy, like A through F, and it was in D. And I was like, no.
How old was this person? How old was this person?
Percy
They
punch in the face.
50s?
Interesting.
So
Zach
Brian-
Wilde just kicked the shit out of him.
Yeah, apparently. They also had Ultimate Sin way too low, so I'm like, all right, your word's already invalid. This is ridiculous.
There you go. Yep. Lots
Not
of
for
credibility
nothing.
already. So Brian, again, it goes back to Castillo's drumming. I'm hearing that breakdown, and all I'm hearing is that thunderous floor tom that he's beating the shit out of.
Yeah,
and he's what a great. I want to hear that right now. I'm so glad you put that on your list.
It's like his
Son
kid
of a
owed
gun.
him money He just kicks the shit out of it on that album. I don't know what's going on with you.
Absolutely.
He's beating the hell out of it, but
So good.
yeah,
And
that's
that
my
song
number.
clips. It's clipping.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
All right, that was my number 5. All right,
That's a
number
good one.
4. Number 4, Jason, what you got?
My number 4 is off his last album, Patient Number 9. Now, here, interestingly enough, if we would have done this ranking before he died, I wouldn't probably have touched any of his later albums. But because, you know, he passed and we all got into the catalog before we even decided to do this, is that I got a new appreciation for those later records. And one song that is on my new Ozzy playlist on my phone, it's about 20 songs that I like, that I would prefer, is Parasite. And
Okay.
and I don't know, it's the gritty vocal. You know, it wasn't a single and everything, but you know, just the lyric, mother tried, but everything I do makes her want to cry. And you know, I get thinking of that, like watching the Osbournes and you know, whatever. Like Ozzy calls Sharon mama or mother a lot.
I don't want to hear your hubbledy bubbledy boo.
So maybe that's to her, right? Like, you know, and again, I think because I couldn't find anything about it, I think it probably has something to do with addiction again.
Of course.
Then yeah, it's like, but everything I do makes her cry. Father, why? Why are you haunting me every night like a parasite? And it's just vintage. That's vintage Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
Love that song. So if you haven't heard it lately, anybody, even you guys on this, it is so fucking good.
What album again?
Listen through.
That's Patient Number 9. And
there you go.
You know, with all his, like, he's got so many on the last 2 records, he has like guest vocalists and guest players and everything. This one is just straight up Oz.
Mm-hmm.
And just like taking a page out of 1980 something, straight up metal rock song.
No, it's a good one. I listened to all of his albums, you know, re-listened, went back through, listened to all of them over the course of like a week or 2 or whatever when I had time. And that was a song that stood out to me when I got to that album. Like, damn, I don't know if I appreciated that, you know, when this album came out and I was like, oh, this is good. And you're right. For me, Patient Number 9 is a weird album because I like listening to things as an album, but I struggle to listen to that one as an album just because they're all different players and all different everything. So it doesn't sound like the most cohesive as an album. And that kind of bothers me because they're all different. But as songs, when they come up in the queue, no problem, you know, in a shuffle. So,
yep, I agree 100%.
Yeah,
then I really like the album a lot more.
You know, Mariah, it's really weird to hear you talk this way because you're younger, but you have such an old soul. Like, I love hearing you say you want to hear the whole album. Most people your age, my kids included, they won't do that. They'll do one song from this band, one song from this band. You know, but you just said you listen to the whole album in its entirety. That's still how I listen to music. Like just this morning when I worked out, I listened to Shaka Messiah start to finish. That was my workout. So I still do that. So it's cool to hear that you do that.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I like a shuffle. Like if I'm in the mood for just like really fast, upbeat songs, you know, I'll do it. I'll do that. But if I like a song, I want to know the whole album, even if I don't always listen to it in, you know, an album because you're missing it. You miss out on so many good tracks otherwise.
People don't ever hear the deep cuts, and it makes me sad. It's like, damn, you're missing out on some great stuff.
Well, what bands have been doing in response to that, they don't put out albums anymore. There's release singles. So there are no deep cuts. Just keep throwing out one song every now and then, and that's how people consume music now.
Well, I'll give it up to, you know, Angus and Malcolm Young because they were one of the last bands to release their catalog on streaming services because, you know, they both said, we're not going to do that because then you'll only download one song. We didn't make singles. We made albums and you were supposed to listen and buy the albums. And then as we know, it'll be Apple and Spot, whoever probably just backed a big dump truck of money up and thought,
of course,
a lot of money.
Probably. You know, then it cuts it up. You've got one song on this playlist, one on this one. You're just cutting it up. It's not enjoying.
We're all guilty of it if you look at our
phones.
Oh yeah. I had to get over that.
To hear someone your age that actually listens to an entire album, that's That's inspirational to me. It really is. That's awesome.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
But
don't
yeah, on my
have more.
playlist though, I had a bit of guilt about, I guess, getting rid of songs. Because there are albums I love, but there's a song or two on many albums I don't like. And I keep it on there because
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I want to keep the album together. But I'm like, I hate these songs and I skip them every time. This doesn't make any
Yep.
sense.
Yeah, but back in the
That's
day, you didn't
respect.
do that. It was on the album. You couldn't remove it from the album. It was just there.
Yeah,
Today,
Right.
it's
we
just,
might
Yeah.
skip it and fast forward it, but it
Yeah.
is what it is. You can't really skip it. I mean, yeah, it is convenient when someone says, "Oh, this song, blah blah blah." You can just pop it up and listen to it.
yeah.
But
The
but yeah,
convenience is nice, but
it
there's
is.
nothing like a whole album and you're doing something, listening to a whole album in a car or at the house. It's fun.
Exactly. Like today, I running errands, just put the phone on shuffle, and I heard a Jimi Hendrix song. I haven't listened to Jimi Hendrix in God knows how long, and I was like, it was a live version of Stone Free, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, okay, okay. And then it was like Extreme comes up next, and it was a Metallica song, and then an Electric Six song. It's like it's all over the place, but it's like the beauty of it is it's stuff I like. It's always stuff. This radio station that always plays what I like. That's the one thing about it.
It just occurred to me. I think I'm the only one out of the five of us who doesn't subscribe to any streaming services. I still buy the physical product.
Oh, so do I.
If it's something I need to check out,
Yes, you do.
I will check it out on YouTube, but then I go buy the album.
Yeah.
If I
get that. I get that.
I do that. I use streaming to know what I like and don't. That way I don't spend my money on albums where the lead single or something was good and the rest of it kind of sucked, or
yeah.
a couple other
I don't know. I guess I've always been pretty adamant against Spotify and shit like that just because of the royalty aspect of it.
Yeah,
but,
that
I
sucks.
get that. I get that.
I just use both. I like collecting stuff, but I only want to collect albums that I know I love. I don't want, I don't have tons of space, so I don't want to have albums that I'm like, yeah, I liked a song or two. It doesn't make sense to own that physically.
You're missing the fun of the crapshoot of back in the day. You get an album, spend $10 on the cassette, 'cause I'm an old fuck, put it in and go, fuck, I wasted my money in this piece of shit.
Yep.
But or you get the one album you play the hell out of till the tape breaks and buy another copy.
Oh yeah.
I got fucking cassettes still. Because what am I, Jason?
You're an old fuck.
I sure am.
That's
I gotta get that
going
on a t-shirt. I gotta put that on a t-shirt.
You do?
It's just I'm gonna get Sydney. She's gonna be famous just to make t-shirts for everybody. It's gonna just be a picture of a cassette, and it's just gonna say "because I'm an old fuck." It's all it's gonna say.
That'd be great. I think you could make good money off of that.
She's gonna make money off it, man. We're gonna put her through school once she starts producing these.
Yeah.
There was a guy on X when it was Twitter. I think he direct messaged me and told me a story. He was at work and some new coworker with him and him were talking about the old days. And he said something to him like, "Oh yeah, I had that on cassette because I'm an old," and he stopped himself because I'm old. He's like, "Thanks for putting that. Yeah, thanks for putting that in my head." I'm like, "Hey, forget things when you get old, guy." So I guess that'd be the catchphrase of the fucking show. Like a sitcom. You say it, I'm an old fuck, and then canned laughter gets thrown in there and applause. I totally forgot what the hell we are here. That was
I don't even know where we are.
It's great.
Was it me?
I think it
Parasite?
was you, right? Jay, you on your number 4?
Yeah, no, you said Parasite. I don't think
yeah,
anyone said anything after that.
Well, I haven't done my number 4 yet. So
Okay.
yeah. The Ultimate Sin.
Nice.
Nice.
That is a nice.
I would say
I
I'm
don't have that
not surprised it hasn't been mentioned yet because a lot of people love that song.
I think people have it higher up on their list. That's why.
Yeah, probably so. Jeez, that song's phenomenal.
So
the video
good.
is fucking stupid, but
Just
yeah,
The theme here.
I love Jakey Lee's guitar tone on that.
Yeah,
it's just, like a very pleasant buzz saw in a way.
You say pleasant buzzsaw?
A very pleasant buzz saw.
Pleasant. That's hilarious.
Just
No, I agree with the tone. I agree. It's very clear, clean, nice distortion, good mix, everything. Yeah.
It's a great fucking just driving rhythm behind it, you keeping it moving along. It's just a fucking phenomenal song.
You bet.
I'm with you on that. That one just it didn't make the cut by this much. I cut it, and oh yeah, it is such a kick-ass song.
So fucking good.
It is. It really is. And yeah, you're right. Jakey Lee sounds great on that album.
Man.
I over the last few years, I've become a way bigger fan of Ozzy with Jakey Jake as his guitarist. I love those two albums. Yeah, killer stuff by him.
Yeah.
Too bad they fucked him over so badly.
Yeah.
God.
I know. A guy always wonders if he would have stuck with him for a couple more albums, what those couple of next albums would have been like. You wonder that with every guitar player. You know, like what would that have been like? What would they have accomplished? But
I briefly have that. I briefly have that thought, and then listen to Badlands, and I don't give a fuck no more.
Dude, I was just gonna say that. But then I listened to Badlands.
I just don't care. I'm like, whatever. Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Just
you
so
fucked him over, Ozzy, and booted him. Perfect.
And so you know how much Brian and I love that fucking tune. I could fly to his place and we could get in a car and drive from one to LA just listening to Badlands debut album on repeat.
On
and
repeat.
we'd be fine with it.
Yeah,
not a bad. That's just such a killer album. So good. Right there, got it right there.
I see it. Yeah,
so good.
Love
That makes
it.
me mad that it's not on streaming services because I don't hear that album nearly the amount I should. I need to own a physical copy of that because I don't.
Yeah, you can pay a pretty penny for it too.
Yeah, I know, but I can only hear it on YouTube, and then I
Yeah.
have to specifically seek it out and want to listen to it. It's not going to come on a shuffle or anything like that because it's not on Spotify, and that.
Well, young Mariah, you could ask our friend Jay Brannon right there because he's done this for me. I'm still waiting because Canada Post sucks balls. Jay downloaded off YouTube. He downloaded me the Steel Dragon record.
Ooh.
And he sent it to me so I can do all that and get it on my phone and all that shit. But I'm sure if you ask nice enough, he would do that for you.
If you would like, Mariah, I'll be happy. I've got that album on my library on my computer. I will burn you a copy and mail it to you.
Oh, I would love that. I would absolutely love that.
That's awesome. Look at the sharing. Sharing is
Yeah,
caring.
look at this. Here in the basement, everyone's friendly.
Hell yeah.
Now, unfortunately, when Lars sees this, he's going to charge you $27 for that. So
that's right.
It's nothing to do with Metallica. It's just a point. Who's next?
I totally forgot where the hell we were.
Again.
I think it's me.
I think it's you, Mariah. Yeah. You're number 4, right? Yep.
Yeah, that was Jay.
Yep.
Now it's Mariah. Yeah.
Yep. So this one was talked about last video, but it just had to be on there. I think it's my most listened to song on Spotify for the last month. And it's Don't Want to Stop off of the 2007 Black Rain, which might be my least favorite Ozzy album, but I fucking love this song.
It is a great tune. You tried to ruin it last episode.
And I just did it.
Yeah, but he's 100% right too, because I knew this one obviously before I knew Burn It Down. Well, not obviously, they came out around the same time, but I knew this one before. And I remember hearing Burn It to the Ground. I think the first time I heard it was I was just like hanging out with somebody and they played it and I was like, hell yeah, Ozzy. Wait a minute, that doesn't quite sound the same. Wait, no.
Right.
No, that's not Ozzy. And I was like, oh, and I still like the song, but I was disappointed because I wanted Ozzy. It's like the time when I thought I was getting root beer and I got Pepsi instead. And I was like, okay, Pepsi's not bad, but I wanted root beer.
That's a good analogy for Ozzy. Absolutely.
Root beer Pepsi. Oh, man.
Hey, I was like 10 and I was so excited for root beer. And that's what it was.
I don't know. It was an actual personal experience. Okay. Traumatic, huh?
No, it was, and I didn't like Pepsi for a while because I was so disappointed that it wasn't root beer. I don't know. I really liked root beer as a kid, but anyways, no. For me again, it's the beginning of the song that really hooks me in. The beginning of that is just awesome. and it almost feels like there's stomping kind of in parts, and it's just something you feel like you gotta move to, groove to. But I really like the way he says that first line, that I don't know what they're talking about. I just like the way he says that.
I don't know what they're talking about. I'm making my own decision.
It's just cool, you know, and then keeps going on, you know, the second, Mama Don't Cry, I Just Want to Stay High, like playing Danger and Fear. I just like the way he sings that. It's like nobody can cover it in a way that I would like, because I like the way that he sings that.
Yeah,
I'm
song.
with you on that. I think you said it best last time, Jay, when you said it's like a freight train.
It is.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah, that song is.
absolutely
Yeah.
is.
It is.
Yeah.
and that one's
That's
coming
great
from me too,
description.
Mariah. So thank you. I'll probably just that one's high on my list as well.
That is
Yeah,
good.
it
I made
is.
my honorables, but
Great.
yeah, I'm raising the volume on that sweet bastard all the time.
bet.
Every time.
Oh yeah, it's the strongest song on that album.
Yeah.
To me, by a mile.
I'm with you on that. All right, Jeremy, you're number 4.
All right. Number 4, I'm going to 2020. This was COVID time. This was a shit time in our country, in our world. A Dark Time, Ordinary Man album came out. I felt like that album was the right album at the right time. Kind of a dark time, kind of a dark world, kind of a dark album, the cover. And this song, so emblematic of COVID and the coronavirus and the pandemic, and that was Under the Graveyard. And it actually was a single. It actually made mainstay radio and was in heavy rotation. But I just said it kind of matches the mood of the world. What else did I say here? There's a cornucopia of musicians on this album. We've touched on that a million times already. But let's see. Longest. What am I saying here? Longest. Sorry, guys.
Edit out what?
Okay, I'm sorry. I got it now. No, I got you. Okay, so Under the Graveyard, that was the longest gap in between Under the Graveyard and the album prior to that of albums in Ozzy's career. So that was just a fun fact I wanted to throw out. Yep, exactly. So that album came out 10 years, the longest gap in his entire career. And then he gets that single, like I said, almost like he knew the pandemic was happening or going to happen. And it was almost as if it was written for that. So, yeah, it's a little bit mid-tempo. It's not fast, upbeat, like Don't Want to Stop. But I still like it. It's dark. It fits the mood. And it works for me for 2020. Just does.
I love that song.
I totally forgot he didn't put out an album for 10 years.
Yeah.
That's what I
forgot about.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's crazy. I love that song. The day after we did, you know, the last songs, that song came on in a shuffle I was listening to. My family and I, we went to Yellowstone. We were going around there, and I was waiting for them because they want to go down to a lake. And so I'm listening to music, and that song comes on, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this song's so good.
Yeah, it is. I know. I really like it.
We're all rotting bones, and I'm just like rocking my head. And people probably are thinking I'm looking ridiculous, sitting on a bench by myself, earbuds in my ears, hair hiding them. You can't tell, and I'm having the time.
Can't tell on you, no.
Head banging with Bison.
Yeah. It's so good.
That's awesome, Mariah. Way to go.
That's nice. It's like you had a good vacation. That sounds like an excellent vacation.
Oh yeah. Ozzy ice cream in Yellowstone. I was having a great time.
There you go. There you go. All right. My number 4. This came up last episode. It is the leadoff track from Blizzard of Oz. I don't know. I mean,
so good.
Just so goddamn good. And when you hear that riff kick in, you're like, oh, this is fucking sweet. And of course, the bass. What is it, Jason?
Fucking tasty.
Yeah, the do. Oh my god, so goddamn good. And it's just like what else I got here? It's, and like you said, the first episode, Jason, that to have all the doubt hanging in people's minds. What is Ozzy going to do after being booted from Sabbath? And I was too young at the time, but I can imagine popping this thing in, put on the vinyl, the cassette, or probably the 8-track in 1980, and this thing is the first thing that hits you in the face. Yeah, you got to be like, oh shit, this is going to be awesome. And yeah, it was. It definitely is a great album. Great way to start it.
Oh yeah, great way to start a solo career.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Man, all the songs you guys are mentioning, I think, man, how did that not make my list? And then I look down at my list and I'm like, because those are all so goddamn good. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
that song feels like in most other artists, if it wasn't Ozzy, it would have been in my top 10 because it's
Yeah.
so good.
It's
You
like,
know?
oh, if this was a list of top 100 Ozzy songs, it would have made it.
Oh, that was my first
Yeah.
list.
Then.
Yeah. Are you guys all bigger Ozzy solo fans or Sabbath fans?
I'm
Ozzy.
solo.
I am a bigger
Ozzy.
fan of Ozzy solo, but
Gotta think about that.
I'm a bigger like Dio. I'm a bigger fan of him and Sabbath than I was him solo.
Yeah,
So,
Jay and I are the
I've
same.
heard that. I've heard that.
I'm
Jay
pretty.
and I are the same here.
I kind of view those as equal to me. I don't know. There's enough I love from both that I view as kind of equal. But I'm also more of an Ozzy solo. Could be that's just more what I grew up on. It could just be that I grew up on more stuff from the '80s than I did '70s and early '60s. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I got my Sabbath shirt on, so
I noticed. So that's why I was curious.
What's that?
That's why I was curious, is I saw the Sabbath shirt and you're mentioning that, and I'm like, huh, I could see you going either way on that one.
I'm gonna say this. I compare. Shit, that's a tough call. That is a tough call. Gun to my head, I might say Ozzy solo, but goddamn, is there so much killer music with Sabbath and Ozzy? Just unbelievable stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like you said, Jay, with between Dio and Ozzy, Black Sabbath, I feel the same way as I do with the Van Halen with Hagar and David Lee Roth, where yeah, Dio's a way better vocalist. It's not even close, but I think the music wise, you got that younger band. They're hungrier, and I
you
thought they
can
were
never get rid of that original magic. You can't
exactly.
You can't replace the hunger. You can't replace that chemistry.
That's how I feel about Sabbath. Also, I would. Don't get me wrong, the stuff with Dio is fantastic, but if I'm putting any Sabbath on, it's gonna be with. I think it most likely be with Ozzy.
Yeah, there's just that little something kind of intangible almost that's just special about that.
Yeah, just.
If I
But I mean,
ever,
that's just how good Ozzy is, because there aren't a lot of artists that I can think of where, you can hold their solo and their band in such high regard. Like both of those are just top shelf.
Yeah.
And there aren't a ton where where the solo and the band is that top shelf.
Almost, I say maybe Sammy Hagar.
I would
Got
say
a lot
Sammy.
of good. He's got a lot of good solo stuff, and you throw in Montrose. He's got that shit too, which is really good.
He does. There's just not
So,
many. Ozzy's one of few that I can think of. I mean, I could see people with Genesis and Phil Collins, maybe.
Okay.
That would be definite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there just isn't that much where the solo work was so big and so popular and had such impact, and the band did too. It's not, one isn't overshadowing the other. They were as big as each other.
All right, Jason, you're number 3. We're at 3 already.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
All
We're
right,
going
three.
faster. We were on the last one.
I've been waiting for number 3 because I'm totally going outside of the box and cheating, and I don't fucking care because this
I'll
song
just
is
edit it out, you cheating bastard.
No, you fucking prick. This is so fucking good. And when I heard this song, I was like, holy fucking shit. And it is a guitar player that I don't think we have ever talked about as being a legend virtuoso, how fucking good he is. So he goes into another one of those things is so underrated. And that's Steve Stevens. And in 2024, Billy Morrison released an album. Steve Stevens and Billy Morrison back in the day were in the Billy Idol band, and they're still very close. And Billy Morrison released his album, The Morrison Project, in 2024, and Ozzy was the vocalist. And the song is called Crack Cocaine.
It's great.
That is a good fucking song.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
And I mean, the lyrics, if you can just hear Ozzy, it's like, I was going to sing it, but I can't sing. But I mean, loving you is driving me insane. I put you down and pick you up again, just like crack cocaine.
He'll be here in 3, 2, 1.
Is this a 5 o'clock free crack giveaway?
Yeah, that's a good
What
song.
a lyric. That song, it's not like a freight, it's just grinds. It's so fucking good. And I
That was the
listen
last
to it
thing. That's the last thing he
probably every day
recorded too.
still.
Yeah.
What
What's
was
that?
that? I was talking
I
about
listen to it every day.
No, Gods of Rock and Roll was after that, I think. Well, it's on that
Was
same
it?
kind of album thing, but song-wise, I think.
But that was his last thing they recorded, though. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Jason.
was gonna do that. Like when you think of Ozzy's guest vocaling, like we've mentioned it before. Like I love his cover of "Staying Alive." Love it.
Yeah.
Crack Cocaine, amazing. He even did, and Jay, I know you're a fan. I can't remember what album it's on, but he guested on a Black Label tune. It's called "Stillborn," and it is unreal too.
Yes.
Yeah.
That fucking song is phenomenal.
Yeah, I can't
Oh,
remember what record it is, but so good. So I
I
know
got the CD, but the name of
yeah,
it is escaping me right at the second.
The
it's just
Blessed
so
Hell
like
Ride, I believe, is the album that's on.
you're right. Yeah, guest vocal. But
2018.
it's Crack Cocaine has to be in the conversation of top Ozzy songs. It just has to be.
Jason, I forgot about that song in the video. I remember watching the video when it came out. Love the video. They're on a rooftop. They're doing it together, and it is such a cool tune.
So good.
I would say good for you for thinking outside the box because you have my gears grinding. I'm like, I know this song. And then all of a sudden the video popped in my head. I'm like, oh, absolutely, I know this song. It's so cool.
Yeah.
The video I've seen numerous times. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one
Nice.
when I was doing my Ozzy album re-listen. Yeah.
Oh, we were doing Ozzy albums and Ozzy songs, so
And I cheated, but it's
you
an Ozzy.
totally did, Ryan.
It's
You
Billy
totally
Morrison
did.
song with Ozzy carrying that too. No other person with the lyrics and the guitar playing. No, that's an Ozzy song.
And that's the thing with Ozzy.
Yeah.
His voice is so distinct that he makes it his own.
Yeah, he
Yep.
has to.
No, it's him singing. Yeah, he can't. He did the song "Therapy" from Infectious Grooves, and all he sang was therapy. He says that it's all he sings in the chorus, and it's like, yeah, it's Ozzy. There's no, there's no denying it. He's got
Yep.
that flair in his voice. Not the greatest of voices, but it is extremely distinct. There's no,
Absolutely. You
All you gotta
always
say-
know
around with that.
who it is.
All you got to say, it's
Yeah.
fucking Ozzy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
Yep.
yeah, it's fucking Ozzy.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Shit. Wow. All right, Jay, you're number 3.
Oh, well, this first time I had one that was mentioned in the last episode. Desire off No More Tears.
Great tune. Great tune.
Great. I mean, yeah, great tune. Just another fucking driving Zach Wild riff.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
what else does
so
it have,
tasty.
Brian?
What's up?
What else does Desire have?
Oh, tasty bass.
Tasty bass.
Yeah.
Tasty. Yeah. Yeah.
I jammed that song the day after we did our video because I wanted to hear that again. And boy, it holds up, guys. No doubt about
Yeah.
it. It holds up.
That whole record does. Let's
There's-
call it
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
If you look at it, there's a lot of Ozzy shit. I mean, you could tweak production on it a little bit to get the sonics right.
Yeah.
But if you were to listen to No More Tears or a lot of other shit from back then, it still sounds fresh. Production wise, maybe not so much, but the quality of the song itself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. Totally. All right, Mariah, you're number 3.
Yeah, so my number 3, like Jeremy, I'll bring it to the 2020 album, except I'm gonna go in a different direction. And it's the title track, Ordinary Man, off of that. I think that's got Elton John on it, Slash, Duff McKagan, star-studded list. But I remember the first time I heard that song, and I was just like, whoa. Because, we haven't heard any, no new Ozzy songs have come out in a while. And, and I just go, wow. And to me, that song hits a lot harder after he died, obviously, with the lyrics. But, he's been introspective before and looking back, but this is just, and lyrics mean a lot to me. Lyrically, this one does it best, in my opinion. I was unprepared for fame, then everybody knew my name. And talking about he's traveled many miles, he's seen tears, he's seen smiles. But to me, I really liked, because I get a visual of it, is "Don't forget me as the colors fade. When the lights go down, it's just an empty stage." And then, "I've been a bad guy, been higher than the blue sky. And the truth is, I don't want to die an ordinary man. I've made grown men cry, don't know why I'm still alive. Yes, the truth is, I don't want to die an ordinary man." And there's a lot of real introspective stuff in that. And
Yeah.
to me, I didn't know if that was going to be his last album or not. And that just feels like something that looks back on such a massive career he's had. But there's still, sometimes those doubts or that insecurity, of how you'll be remembered, once you go.
Yeah.
And to me, the lyrics on that are phenomenal. And yeah, I've listened to it a million times. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
You bet.
Okay. Guys,
And
he's showing
guess
a lot
what,
of love
Mariah?
for
He
his
did
ladies.
not go down an ordinary man. Sorry,
No,
Brian.
What was that?
absolutely not.
I said, and to his true testament, he did not go down an ordinary man. So he got his wish, no doubt about it.
Yeah, not even
He
close.
went down an
No.
absolute legend and icon.
Oh,
He
yeah.
didn't either, not just, to the music world, but to his family too, see the outpouring of love from everybody.
Yeah.
And it's
Yep.
clear, what he meant to everybody, because that was the other part of the song too, is, just remember, I'm still here for you. I don't want to say goodbye. When I do, you'll be all right. I did it all for you. It's that too, he wants to be remembered, by his family and stuff, because he's got young grandkids and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent, Mariah. Nicely
Just
done.
crazy he's a grandfather, but that's beside the
Yeah.
point.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, there's such a great video that my wife showed me right after he passed, and of who Ozzy was. And have you ever seen it when Jack and his little baby son are watching an Ozzy concert?
Yes.
And
Yes.
all this little baby is just standing there, and it's Ozzy's sweaty eyeliner, like metal Ozzy, and all that little baby is just Papa. It's
Yeah.
Papa. It's like,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
man. And all
Yeah.
of us being parents or whatever, it's like he's just Papa is what he is, right?
Yeah.
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 Oh,
It's just
great.
because
That's
that was
awesome, Jason. God dang it.
just
Yeah.
because at that age you don't get what the hell's going on. You don't know what your grandfather, who he is. Like you said, he's just your
It's
Yeah,
grandfather.
he's just your grandfather, and he's not ordinary to that kid, and he's not ordinary to any of us.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
like I forgot, was it an interview with Wolfgang Van Halen? They asked him like, "Did you know what your father did?" He's like, "I remember being a kid looking at albums and pictures of Dad on there. I didn't really put two and two together." And it's just like you had no clue at age 5 that your dad is a rock legend,
Yeah.
or your grandfather is just the Prince of Darkness. Just have no clue.
No, it's
You know?
just Dad or Papa or whatever.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
20 years from now, that kid's gonna be like, "Holy shit, that was my grandfather!" Like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are showing a lot of love for the later Ozzy stuff. Wow.
Yeah, we really are.
Right now, give us your number 3, Jeremy.
I'm going with the same song you did, Mariah. I Don't Want to Stop. That's my number 3. You covered it well. You discussed it well. I don't think I need to say any more. It is just rock perfection. And it should be an anthem played at any racing event, at anything high octane, man. You just got to have that song blaring. You just do.
Ready? And okay, get him on.
It's like Kickstart My Heart, but on steroids, really. So
Yeah.
that's my number 3.
Yeah.
I'm
I
with you
like
on
that
that.
comparison. That's a good comparison. Yeah, and I show that song to anybody, because I love introducing people who don't listen to music I do, or maybe they do, but they don't know the deep stuff because they're not listening to it like that much. To that song, and every time, I get a whoa, and then
Yeah.
instantly looking for their phone to add it to
You bet.
a playlist. What would be your
Yeah.
least favorite Ozzy album? Like, I love Black Rain still, it's just last.
My least favorite, and this is going to be of unpopular opinion, my least favorite is probably, and I need to revisit it, but probably Osmosis.
Dang.
Move this man.
Yeah. It's probably my least favorite.
Controversy.
My
Yeah.
least favorite would probably be considered sacrilege, and that would be Diary of a Madman.
You got me shitting me!
Oh, wow.
Get fucked.
Well,
Jason's going to point
I
to
can
Well
explain
said,
my
sir.
reasoning another time, but I have my reason.
Holy shit.
That
So
was
lame.
awesome.
Man, the mouth riff band has been fractured.
That's
before we even
right.
go on the
Yeah.
road.
Oh my God. We'll just call it musical differences. Let's
That's
split up.
right.
I'll depress that. Man, God damn.
Ouch.
Now, I will tell you, Mariah,
Bold statement.
in doing all this again, listening to all the albums again, I thought I liked Black Rain more than I did. Like when I went through all these, I thought I liked the whole album. But like I just said, there were some on there that I don't really care for. So I skipped those when I was doing my research, if you will. So I didn't like it as much as I thought I did when it came out. But the songs that I really like off it, I really like. So that's
Yeah,
why
I still
I
like
guess.
it. I don't dislike any Ozzy album.
Yeah.
But if something's got to be last, that would be it. Because there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff I like off of Scream. I'm a massive Ordinary Man fan.
Yeah.
Patient number
Yeah,
9. I like a bit
I'm
more.
with Mariah here too. I'd if I had to, I'd Black Rain.
Yeah.
It's a different direction. I'd
Yeah.
say it was a different sound, a little bit different direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
For me, I think it either be Black Rain or possibly Ordinary Man. I think Ordinary Man's all over the place.
Yeah, it is.
You know, it's not a steady Ozzy out. It's almost it's too much. That's like, I want Ozzy. What is going on here? You got 500 people performing all over this
Yeah,
thing.
that's kind of how I felt about the last one, but then I really appreciated it when I was just listening to it, in a
Yeah.
playlist. But I don't like Eat Me so much off of Ordinary Man.
Eat me. All right.
But other than that, I love everything.
Yeah,
That one's
they're
a little
so
weird
good.
to me. I don't know.
So, yeah.
No, great question. I'm glad we all kind of got our perspectives there. Brian, you didn't say your least favorite.
Yeah,
Or
he
you
did.
did. Yeah, you
He
did.
said-
Yeah, I can't
Black
tell either
Rain or
Ordinary
Ordinary
Man or
Man.
Black Rain. It's one of those two.
Yep.
One of those two.
Yep.
I'm leaning more Ordinary
right.
Man because it's not
Okay.
consistent. All right, so my number 3. I don't know if this one came up last time, but from No More Tears, I Don't Want to Change the World.
So
And
good.
I
did.
know, and it's just another killer riff by Zach. Just unbelievable stuff. And just the chorus, I don't want to change the world. I don't want the world to change me. Great, just great stuff. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I ain't here to do anything for you. Don't make me change who I am. Piss off, everybody.
Yep.
So
Right.
great.
That's an anthem. Like that. That is an anthem. That's, like a personal life anthem kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
so good.
I agree.
A
Totally
mantra.
agree.
Straight to the point, man. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
No fluff, just straight to the point,
Yeah.
2 sentences, that's all you need.
Yeah. Ozzy's not messing around. He's not.
Nope.
This is what I got. There you go. I don't give a fuck what happens here. You leave me the hell alone. We're all good. We're all
Exactly.
goddamn good.
Let me be my own person. Yeah. Don't expect anything out of me.
Yeah. Yep. All right, Jason, you're number 2. I'm on 2 already.
My number 2, and I talked about this at the first, our part 1, is that for as long as I could remember, my favorite record, Ozzy record, was The Ultimate Sin until his death. And now that I've matured, my number 1 favorite record is No Rest for the Wicked now. Not necessarily my favorite song on the record. Yeah, fuck, it could be today anyway. And just so you know, I did not change any of my bottom 5. I know you thought I would,
Nope.
but it is Bloodbath in Paradise.
That's a good one.
And it is, it starts off similar-ish to Mr. Tinker Train with the little whatever at the beginning, ding, 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 and it just goes in. And for those of you folks that don't know what that's about Marilyn Manson and his cult. And I'm not going to pull out lyrics because we all know the story of what those horrible people did, but that's what that's about. And it is scary as fuck, that tune. But
It is.
So fucking good. Such a great song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's a great
It's almost
pick.
like watching a horror flick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Wraith.
It is.
It's like
Exactly.
the Wraith.
The Wraith. If you've done nothing wrong, you've got nothing to fear.
Yeah, exactly.
Without the car racing.
I have to find it because we're going to up to Clear Lake for 2 weeks, and we're just gonna have. I have to find it, stream it, download it somehow, because we're gonna just be me and Brenda for a few weeks there, and yeah,
Yeah.
I need to watch that.
Watch the Wraith. That's hilarious.
Love it.
All right, Jay, you're number 2.
Well, my number 2 was Crazy Train, but since it's been mentioned, I'm gonna pull a little switcheroo and go with something else off the same album that hasn't been mentioned. Mr. Crowley.
Good goddamn song.
Yeah.
That fucking keyboard intro is disturbing in a great way. I mean,
An
you
Ozzy
listen
way.
to it and you feel like something bad is about to happen here.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Crowley, the fucking song kicks in, and it's just awesome. Fucking some of Randy's best guitar work, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's just fucking classic.
Yeah.
There's a
Very
great story.
reminiscent of some Black Sabbath stuff there, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much the vibe.
There's a cool story out on the internet. It's an interview with Zakk Wylde about when Zakk first built his home studio with all his Ozzy money, and he had Ozzy come, and Ozzy was all fucked up on whatever. And he goes and he had this poster on his wall, and Ozzy's like, "Who the fuck is that?" And Zakk just looks at him and goes, "It's fucking Aleister Crowley." "Who's that?" It's like, "Oh, boss."
That's hilarious.
We've got some work to do.
And then Ozzy picked himself off the floor and just probably ripped a 1-track vocal and left.
Probably.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Man.
Oh my. We've been
God.
singing about him for 40 years.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. That's
Good
hilarious.
pick, Jay. I'm glad someone picked that one. That is
Yeah.
a pretty different sounding tune for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of Randy Rhoads' best solos.
Oh, for
Throw
sure.
that
Yeah.
out there. I gotta throw that out there. Yeah. Nice.
Is that one of the reasons you picked it, Jay? Guitar standpoint?
Well, it is. Because I mean, going back just a little bit about where like Diary would be my favorite album by any means. It's because I guess I'm limited in the stuff where I really like what Randy and Ozzy came up with. Blizzard of Oz, in my opinion, exceeds Diary because of songs like Mr. Crowley, because of Crazy Train. I just think the product is substantially better. And depending upon who you want to listen to, that Diary would have probably been the last album that Randy played on for Ozzy anyway. There was that
rumors that he was done with.
Yeah, there. I mean, he was looking out.
Yeah.
Before they did it. So where we have mentioned Magic before, there was Magic with Randy and Ozzy, but most of that was on Blizzard. It's just, I don't feel like I'm listening to something that's as inspired if I listen to Diary of Madman.
I agree with you. I'm a bigger Blizzard of Oz fan. I love both. They're both great.
Oh yeah, I mean,
about Blizzard of Oz.
Ozzy doesn't have a bad album.
No.
I mean, he just doesn't.
No.
Some are, higher up the pecking order than others, but I mean, I think everybody will agree that Ozzy. I mean, he may have not done everything right, but he didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
That is true.
Guys, I may have found a common ground for all of us, though. I just thought of this. I think we can all still have our least favorite, but I think all of us will agree with this one. Maybe. I think if we were to really unanimously pick a worst album, I think the Covers album.
Oh, well, I don't count that.
His album of Covers.
Yeah, I get
I'm just saying that one does not do much for me.
Yeah.
But
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's how forgettable
Ozzy
it
doing
is.
other people's songs. That's the thing. It's Ozzy doing
I know.
other people's music. So.
I
was going to say this. Yeah, because I've heard that too, Jay, where Randy Rhoads was thinking of leaving. and probably would have if he didn't tragically die in a stupid move. Oh, dumb. Let's
Yeah.
get coked up and fly a plane as low as we can to the bus. It's dumb. But when he first got hired, he even said, "I never was a fan of Black Sabbath." Like he never liked Black Sabbath, which is just hilarious.
Right.
Let me go play with the former singer of the band. I don't like them. Like what?
From what I understand, Randy was much more about teaching guitar to people and writing music than he was about performing live.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is
Makes
that's
sense.
crazy to hear. All right. When you're number 2, Mariah, right?
Yeah, I know. And Jay already stole my thunder because that's my number 2, is
Oh,
Mr. Fifthling.
Wow.
No way.
Yeah,
Nice.
snuck right in there and just, it's a great song. My top 2, they go either way. Sometimes this is my favorite one, sometimes that one is. But this song is just so good from the very beginning. It kicks in. And again, I like, when there's characters and, Mr. Tinker Train, a bunch of Perry Mason, I already had a bunch of that, but it kicks in and you're invested before the words start. Like you're fully in on that song. It's it's got you and it's kind of creepy, you're kind of a little unsettled, but it's so good. The solo is so good, the words are so good. I really like the way it's like he's talking to him. I want to know what you meant. I want to know. I really like your lifestyle to me seems so tragic with the thrill of it all. You fooled all the people with magic. Yeah, you waited on Satan's call. It's such a good song, and it's very kind of Sabbath. It feels like, that's kind of a bit of a continuation. That's the influence is there a bit more than with some of the other songs.
But I think there's enough difference there where it becomes it's an Ozzy song now.
Yeah, it's an
Like,
Ozzy song. I'm not confusing that when it comes on and thinking, oh, is this Sabbath? No.
But it almost seems like I get what you're saying. It's like he's like I want to say he's trying to do a Sabbath song, but I could see that being a Sabbath song.
Yeah, it's like a spiritual successor or whatever.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing. But I just really like the way he sings it and the whole mood it is. And to me, it's very much a standout in his catalog because there's no song that's like it that he has, solo.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
So,
yeah, I'm with you on that. Definitely. Nice. All
yeah,
right.
so good job, Jay. Hey, we're representing the song. It's phenomenal.
All right. So Jeremy, you got the same song for 3 in a row like last.
Oh, like
time
Perry
with
Mason. Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm actually, like I said, this one actually is hitting the album Mariah said wasn't mentioned, and I'm mentioning it now. And it's "Let Me Hear You Scream," the title track from Scream. I just think it's got such a heavy guitar riff with the in the way it just kind of moves along. But the real reason I love that chorus, it kind of reminds me of "I Don't Want to Stop," but I'm going to read. I'm not usually the lyric guy, although I love lyrics, but I don't feel like I feel like you guys do such a good job, but I have to read this one. Okay, during that chorus, it says, "If you're going to go down, go loud, go strong, go proud, go on, go hard, or go home." I mean, I love the way that just flows when you're in that chorus. It's kind of like saying, "Hey, all you posers, get the hell out of the way. Go big or go home." And that's really what he's saying. Go loud, go strong, go proud, go on, go hard, or go home. God damn, I mean, isn't that the way of it? And isn't that the way Ozzy kind of lived his life? Is like, I'm going big or I'm going home. I'm biting bats' heads or, whatever it is. I'm doing it big. I'm doing things big. Yeah. So, yeah, I just love that tune. And that it's one of those anthemic choruses. I've always been into big, huge choruses. I think that's why 80s metal speaks to me so much. And that's one of the biggest ones from that album for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great song.
Nice.
All the albums are represented.
I think so. Yes, it's official now. We got them all covered. Nice. Good job, everybody. I'm going to give yourselves a pat in the back. All right, my number 2. I don't know. I can't remember if this was someone said this last episode, but it's off Diary of a Madman, "Over the Mountain."
I think we heard that.
I did.
I
Oh,
think
because the
somebody did
drum
say it last
intro
time.
from the drummer, right?
Yeah, yep. But the drums, such a killer riff. I just love that riff, and I always like the bridge. Don't need no astrology. It's inside of you and me. Don't need a ticket to fly with me. I'm free. Yeah. Oh, so goddamn good. So good.
That weird effect that
Yes.
they put on that.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yep.
love that.
But yeah, it's such a
Yep.
that opening riff is so great too.
Yeah.
That's my number 2.
Nicely
good.
done.
Choice. Which I say to everyone's, but it is a really great
There
choice.
has not been a bad song yet in
No,
any of these
no.
picks. Any
Nope.
of these picks, not at all.
No.
Not at all. All right, our number ones.
Number
Start us off,
one.
Jason. What you got?
It is, and I'm so glad we went through like whatever we have 45 songs now, and no one mentioned my number one Ozzy song of all fucking time, and I'm so
Don't
happy.
say it. Don't say it yet. Let's see if we could guess.
It better
Okay.
fucking not be what my number one is, or I'm gonna have to be tempted to
Please,
drive
do you want me to do the opening
Yeah,
riff?
my number one hasn't been mentioned either while we're at it. So.
I think mine has.
Yeah, Jason, riff it up. Riff it up.
No,
Go
I'm
ahead.
not gonna. That's different. I mean,
Mouth
we've been
riffs,
signed
let's do
now. You want me to do it?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's no.
Suicide Solution.
There you go. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Very
and the
good.
computer's
Nice
asking,
riff,
"Are you
by the way.
playing
Yeah.
music?" Oh, set up professional audio settings. My computer's saying that's how fucking good that riff was I just did.
Bullshit.
Wait. Don't hold on.
I love it, dude.
I'm sure if you farted in the mic, it'd say the same
There.
thing.
Anyway, I took a picture. and I'm
There,
gonna
you're
send it
trying to play
you.
Nirvana.
Yeah.
So we all know the story, of the kids that killed themselves, and Ozzy got sued and all this shit.
Yeah.
This is about alcoholism, with a little bit about himself, but he wrote this for his mates, John Bonham and fucking Bon Scott, who both died from alcoholism. I prefer the Ozzy Randy tribute version just because the guitar and the bass is so more pronounced. It's alive, right? The musicianship's so good, and just the lyrics. It's now you live inside a bottle. The Reaper's traveling at full throttle. It's catching you, but you don't see. The Reaper's you, and the Reaper is me. Like, maybe because I'm older, but that's just saying, like, you're a fucking drunk, and the problem is you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
you're the Reaper. It's you.
You're killing yourself
the
with this
Reaper.
shit.
You're
dummy.
the Reaper. Like, but it's just, for me, it is a powerful song being a guy in recovery, and I've been down the road and everything, but separately, it is just such a goddamn good song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the version on that live record on the Diary tour, even though Jay hates that record, but whatever. That's the Diary tour, is just so friggin' good. And you know what? And that's Sarzo and Aldridge out there playing that music on that
Yep.
tour.
Yep.
Right. And they held their own, even though it was Curse Lake and Totally Lost. Who was it?
Bob Daisley.
Thank you. And Daisley. But yeah, no, just my number one Ozzy song of all time. And I'm so glad that it made it through so I could say it.
I'm
Good
shocked
for you,
it
man.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we
Me
made
too. I was
reference.
just
We made
waiting.
small reference to it, but
Yeah.
no one had it on their list. So good for you.
That's
Love
it's
that.
great. It's a great song. It is. Yeah, great. I'm glad it made
I
it
think
on.
we guys.
some-
Yeah,
and
we
you know what? It's
dissected the
funny.
lyrics last time.
The lyric too, when I remember reading all about it, and you can see it on YouTube, like the lawyer or whatever reading the lyrics, going, when he has that interlude when he's like, shoot you, shoot you, shoot you. That's not what it is. And Zach even said, he's like, Ozzy was sitting there, or not Zach, somebody had said it wasn't Zach, obviously. He was all drugged and coked out, and he's sitting there half passed out, and he was just sitting there after recording, and it's actually Satan. Satan. So it's what it is. Fucking Ozzy.
Today on Church Chat, we're going to be discussing Satan. You remember him, don't you? The Prince of Darkness, the Antichrist, the Beastmaster. Probably rings a little bell in your head now, doesn't it?
That's
Poked up, prop him up in front of a mic, one take. Thank you very much.
yeah. Yeah. But just the fact that he had to go through all that shit for lyrics what some kids did.
Oh,
It's just such it seems I mean at that time it was like, oh yeah, this devil's music is influencing all these kids that do horrific things. You look back at it, you're like, come on. What are you doing? No, it wasn't. No, it
Well, you
wasn't.
guys, they reached so hard with that shit. I remember Europe's logo. They tried to say that the E in the Europe's logo was the devil's pitchfork. Now, does it look like it when you turn it sideways? Sure, it does. They tried saying the Joshua tree. Now, Dio's logo, you guys all know if you flip that upside down, you can see devil, right? It does say devil upside down. That's pretty cool how they did that, actually. But
yeah, I mean, it's
Europe with their E. It's like
Europe is worshiping Satan. That's hilarious.
It is. It's laughable, man.
Those damn Swedes, their devil worship.
If you're looking hard enough.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, absolutely can. When Ozzy died, there were a bunch of people that tried to do that, and then I heard about like other ones, like someone even that I know was like a Taylor Swift song came on when I was somewhere. And she's like, oh, I hate this. She's satanic. She wore like this mask or whatever, and it means this thing in a video. And I'm like, I'm not even that big. I'm not even really a fan. Like, I like a couple of songs, but like, that's ridiculous. Like,
yes, Mariah.
Come on.
It is. It is ridiculous. And I can't stand when people are reaching for shit like that. Stop reaching. My God.
Yeah,
you can find any fruit on any
I'm a
tree.
Christian, and you guys are making everybody look stupid. This is ridiculous.
That's right.
But there was someone when Ozzy died. I think it was on X when it was Twitter. Someone posted something like, "Oh, Ozzy was a good Christian. All that devil worship stuff from Prince of Darkness, that was just an act to make money." Yeah, you think Einstein? Duh. Like,
yeah,
right. That was his fucking shtick.
Motley Crue. It makes money. Shock value.
Oh, it's just so stupid.
But Brian, I've had to defend that so many times in my life. I've had to defend Ozzy and like dig deep to find stuff to be like, no, listen, this is really, it's just, yeah.
But the thing is,
I had to do it the other day, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm doing this crap. It's 2025, and someone's still telling me that. Like, what is this?
But the thing is, no matter what you say, it's not going to change those people's minds.
No, they don't want their opinion to be changed. They like to hate things.
There was a comedian, Jim Brewer, was telling a story where him and James Hetfield were going to go to a car show. And they were going to meet at a restaurant because him and his wife were with another couple, deeply religious. And he comes in, he sits down, and they were talking. This other couple was talking about how their kid is into Metallica. I don't understand how he likes this satanic music. It's horrible. I don't understand why he would listen to it. They didn't know that Hetfield was in Metallica. They just never saw his picture or made the connection. And he just calmly said to them, he goes, well, why don't you just ask your son why he likes it? Just that simple. Like, yeah. It's not like some deeper thing.
Yeah. God, that's hilarious, Brian. How do you not know who James Hetfield is?
They had no idea who they're talking to. And Hetfield wasn't like, fuck you, that's not what our music's about. No, he was like, let's ask him what he says.
I don't know if I would have.
Well, that's awesome. Good for him.
Yeah, right? What were you saying, Mariah?
I said, I don't even know if I'd have a response. I'd just be kind of too stunned.
Yeah.
So, if I was Hetfield, just kind of a wow. Like, it's just such a weird story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine someone sitting there talking about me like I'm sitting there.
No.
That's a great response, though. That's a perfect response.
I never had to deal with that. One of the very first songs I remember hearing in my life is a Metallica song. I was raised on that since I was born, essentially. So I'm glad my parents didn't see it that way. One less thing to fight about.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
Jay, is it your number one? We are you, right?
I've only done number one, so whoever's after.
There we go. Let's do this.
All right, my number one is one of the very few songs we have not covered off of No Rest for the Wicked. Breaking All the Rules.
Oh, it's a great one.
Yep.
I think that made my honorables.
It made mine.
Yep.
I mean,
That's a
the whole
great
song
one.
is just absolutely fucking soul crushing, phenomenal.
Yeah.
But the thing that hooked me to that song was in the middle of the guitar solo. There's do 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 do, and then everything changes. It's like a second half of the
Uh-huh.
solo. That where it changed and what it does after fucking floored me when I was younger. I've never forgot it.
Excellent.
That's a great one. I love that chorus, breaking all the rules. So, so great.
Yep.
Comes
Yeah,
that
there's
lower
Castillo beating the
register.
hell out of those toms again during that
Yeah,
chorus.
that's
Yeah.
right. That is right.
Jeez. Oh, guys, I think we're all realizing just how awesome No Rest for the Wicked is. I think we already knew that, but I mean, we're re-realizing it
I'm
now.
glad we're giving it love. I don't
We
see
are.
I think it
Yeah.
does this. I don't know why people don't like it. Like it's like you said, Mariah. It's always like at the bottom of Ozzy album lists, or people just don't feel like it's their best. I totally disagree.
To me,
It's a
I don't
great
know.
album.
It
been
could just
my
be it's one
favorite.
that needs to grow. There's a little. Some of the choruses maybe are a little less memorable than some of his other bigger albums.
Well,
So it's a
here's
little less
here's
accessible
my
for
two
someone. I
cents.
don't know.
My 2 cents is in '86 we kind of
Canadian
got
sense.
yeah, exactly. My
Yeah.
Canadian
Like a half a cent.
Yeah, it's a, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
So just if you think of this, it was like, Jake and everything, it was kind of glam Aussie, where
Yeah.
Ultimate Sin was slick production and the fucking sequins and bare feet in the videos and the teased up fucking 80s hair. And then by the time No Rest came out, we were in full fucking glam, Poison, Cinderella, all the pretty shit. And then here comes fucking Ozzy, and it's back to heavy shit.
Yeah.
And dark tones and everything. And people were like, okay.
Yeah.
It's not,
And
it's
the singles weren't quite as
That's
big
great,
off
two
of that album as the ones surrounding it too.
Yeah. But
Well,
such
to
a,
me,
that was a very
Wicked's always
prophetic
been
revelation there. I like that.
such a great goddamn album.
Yeah,
you know
it
what?
is.
I'll be
Yep.
listening to it.
I like
right
it so
in bed
much.
tonight.
I have the original recording and the remaster because
But-
I just love it that much.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say
I got-
the
I got
singles
my
aren't.
vinyl downstairs.
Yeah, of course
Yep.
you do. But
Yep.
the singles aren't bad, but the deeper tracks are just fucking killer.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
Yeah.
that's where the
Absolutely, Brian.
sweet spot is on that
On
album.
my list.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those aren't the albums that people tend to hold in such high regard typically because the
know.
average person is ruled by the singles.
But there was no
Yeah.
big single, like you said. There wasn't a really big, massive hit off of that one.
No,
everyone
and that's
flocked to.
why it's that weird one where it's the whole thing is solid and great, but it didn't have a massive single. And not that I
Yeah.
don't love the singles that there were, but it's just that's I think that's just kind of why it falls kind of through the cracks for a
I
lot
think
of
that's it too. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
folks, I'll tell you this right now is that there are 10 tracks on that record and we covered 6 of them. So that's how big this record is.
Holy
Wow.
dang.
At least to us.
We
Yeah.
covered Miracle Man, Devil's Daughter, Holy Water, Crazy Babies, Breaking All the Rules, Bloodbath in Paradise, and Demon Alcohol.
Yeah.
Very excellent.
So there
Fire
you
in
go.
the Sky would actually be somewhere hovering around 15.
Yeah. Fire in the Sky is a good one too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that the one that we've talked about the most songs from, or would that be like No More Tears or something like that?
Well, let me check.
Let's see. You're gonna do the heavy
Yeah,
lifting.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Well, somebody
That's
can go next. I'll do this. Somebody go next.
Mariah, you're number one.
Hey, and a rare case of I'm not even entirely sure why this is my number one. It's just always been battling Mr. Crowley since always. And it's Mama, I'm Coming Home, which I'm a bit surprised wasn't brought up too. But I just get the biggest smile on my face when this song comes on, and really that's what it's all about. You know, what makes you the happiest to listen to, where you're just like, yes, this is on. I'm never skipping it. Volume's going up. I'm excited. I've had complaints from people about how much I play this song. I don't care.
Nice.
That's right.
No
Die
X
on
to
that
give.
hill if you need to, Mariah.
No.
Yeah, it was a friend, or maybe it was a boyfriend. Somebody was complaining that they were hearing this and some Van Halen song. I was probably Best of Both Worlds because I love that song. They were complaining that those songs were coming on way too much. Like every time you listen to music, one of these two just happens to come on the shuffle. And I was
Sounds like you need new friends.
right. I'm like, and
Yeah.
this is a bad thing. I'm perfectly happy
Yeah.
with.
Are you still dating this guy?
Yeah, I just reached up and
There you
turned it
go.
up louder.
You need a better man.
I
Nice.
just silently reached up and turned it up louder. Nah, and he was giving me shit because he loves it too, and he loves Ozzy and all that stuff. But rock music, that's how we, got to know each other. But I was like, no, the song's great, and I have a lot of good memories and singing it with family members and in the car. But every time, and I don't care about the sunshine because mama, I'm coming home, I just get the biggest smile on my face. I love this song. It's yeah,
That's awesome. You actually have that smile right now, Mariah. It's bringing it to you right
Talking
now.
about it.
And I
That's
think
pretty
we
freaking awesome.
yeah,
I think we did
That's
five.
pretty awesome.
There's no even particular reason. I don't know what it is. It's just, embedded itself in there, and it's always gonna be. So
That's awesome. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So we
fair enough.
did Tinker Train, I Don't Want to Change the World, Mama, I'm Coming Home, Desire, No More Tears. Did we do Hellraiser or Zombie Stomp?
yes, I
No.
had Hellraiser
Okay, so it's,
on your list?
it's
on
six.
mine. Yeah, earlier. It was
Six
like
off No
6.
More Tears.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So it's 6.
Okay. Yeah.
This
Next
just
time,
kinda
Mariah,
proves
next
that-
time that comes on and he gives you shit, you just find that clip from Spinal Tap where Nigel's explaining his amps and send him the GIF. This one goes to 11.
These go to 11.
And just send him that. See what he says.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well,
Yeah.
this does
yeah.
explain one thing. To me, Zach Wilde has always been Ozzy's best guitarist. His era, if you will, has always produced the best music, in my opinion. We're kind of verifying that by,
Yeah.
what we had for
Yeah.
a song, No More Tears and No Rest for the Wicked.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
God, that's something to think about right there, Jay.
And Osmosis.
Say if he's right. Say if Jay's right in the comments.
Yeah, let's hear your comments
Let's see
on
what
that,
you
folks.
got to
I'm
say.
kind of curious.
The best
on
era.
these are gonna be crazy. I just have a feeling.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right, Jeremy, you're number one.
Brian, I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna let all you guys down. This is gonna be pretty damn boring. We've covered this one to death, and it's this album. It's what Jay just said, all of that, and it's the title track. I talked about it when someone else said it in the last video. I've talked about it probably. It's just, to me, yeah, it's already been covered on this video too. When you hear that bass line come in, when you hear that freaking guitar, to me, it's still one of the heaviest riffs in rock and roll. I don't know if it was just because it was so heavy for the time. Michael Inez, I always thought was a stud bass player. Brian, you probably agree. Went on, did Alice in Chains. That's probably why I like Alice in Chains so much is the rhythm that he lays down. But yeah, that's just freaking badass tune, and it stands the test of time. I don't think it'll ever weather. I don't think it'll ever sound corny, cheesy, contrived, any of those. I just think it's a true testament of rock and roll.
What song is this?
No More Tears.
No More Tears.
No More Tears. Okay, yeah. No, you can't go wrong. It's just so good.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
so great. It is a great tune. God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any day of the week, any day of the year. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm raising the volume of that thing every time.
Every time.
Me too, man.
Every
Are you guys
single
like me?
time.
Do you get offended when it's the edit?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. What's
Wait.
wrong?
Yep.
Why would I not want the thing in its full glory?
Absolutely.
Me too.
Absolutely.
I get it though.
Yeah.
This is the thing. This is the story with that, where back in the day when the Doors were going to release "Light My Fire," record execs were like, "We can't have a song with this length on the radio. No one's going to listen to it." And the band was adamant about, "No, we're not editing this song down. Screw you. This is how the song is meant to be." And eventually, Jim Morrison went, "Wait a minute. Think about it. a kid hears this on the radio and then buys the album. Think how much his mind's going to be blown when he hears the full version of it. And they looked at it like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, we'll go with it. Okay, well, I get what you're saying, and that's the only reason why they stopped arguing with the record label, because it was like, yeah, we got to be able to play this on the radio. And then Morrison's like, well, if someone hears the full version of this, they're going to be blown away by it.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
with that, I agree. Yeah, you got to hear this song in its intended form, the whole thing. It's
Yeah.
just not the same.
I would never choose to listen to the edit ever
No.
over the whole thing, ever.
Because the breakdown on that song is so intricate, and it's so instrumental to getting you down to that level again.
Yeah.
And then to build you back up and build you back up, and then just kick you square in the scrotum.
My groin.
And off you go. That's the way it was written. That's the way it's meant to be heard. But
yeah. You start taking parts out here and there. It has not the same impact on those parts.
No.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel the same. You're right. You're totally right.
Yeah.
And there's so many songs that they've done that with. Like the last time I listened to Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses, but the radio edit cuts out a lot of the beginning. And it's like some of Duff McKagan's tastiest stuff on that song is in the beginning, and it's cut out. Like, why? The build isn't there now. It's just like, it's stupid. It's just dumb. And I think we had this conversation when we did the Riffs episode with Long Way to Love by Brittany Fox. They cut that up, and it's like, what? This isn't the same flow now. It's not the same song.
No, it's not the same.
That's the industry for you. That's the industry for you. Nobody wants to listen to a 7-minute song on the radio, apparently. Whatever.
I don't know how Dream Theater's done it then.
Well, that's the thing. What was the name of their best of album? Greatest Hit and Other Songs. Because Pull Me Under was their biggest song, and the rest, yeah. Yeah, I think it's hilarious.
Fantastic.
Hilarious. That's hilarious. But even that song is over 7 minutes long.
I believe it.
Edit the shit out of it. There you go. I mean,
they'll cut up November Rain too on the radio. I've heard edits.
Yeah, for sure. We could do a whole episode on songs that are cut up too.
Yeah,
we
we'll
really
put
could.
that future episode. I'll write that down somewhere.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. Radio edits.
Yeah. All right, my number one. I mean, I've said this before. The era with Jake Lee is my favorite. It's off my favorite album by them. With him, it's the title track from Bark at the Moon. Just killer stuff. It's just it's full of killer riffs, and Jake Lee just slays on this goddamn song.
Yeah.
So good.
And I like he says Bark at the Moon. He has the laugh, that false chorus, and then they go back to it, and that riff kicks in. Bark at the Moon. Oh, it's so fucking tasty. So great. I remember back in the day when this is how old I am. When GTA Vice City came out, and one of the songs on the radio when you drive in the car was Bark at the Moon.
Let's get some rock served up. This is V-Rock.
V-Rock.
I would just drive around the game just listening to the song and rocking out. So fucking great. It's like, oh shit, I crashed my car, but I'm gonna wait till I get out. The song's over before I get another car. I'm not leaving. This is a great tune. But yeah, killer stuff. Just killer stuff. I wish during the Back to the Beginning show, Jakey Lee was physically capable of playing this one, because it's just a killer tune. So tasty.
This was a great 2 videos doing this. I got to reintroduce myself to, the later stuff, and now I have a new favorite album just because of it. And it was I really enjoyed this. It was great.
Well, let's go through some honorables. See what you guys didn't have on your lists.
Are you sure?
Go ahead. Make it quick. Read them off like an auctioneer.
I just put actually the whole Ultimate Sin record.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially Thank God for the Bomb.
Love that tune.
So good.
Yeah. and just the stuff that you missed, right? Like I didn't have Mr. Crowley. Like it was all there. And Brian, you and I went back and forth on this. My first run through, I had like 78 songs. So I mean,
Oh, I
you
did
could
too.
mention
I
any,
I was
but
running out of room on this pad I had. I just had them
yeah.
little there were some
Hilarious.
But
I
the
love how you
big
guys
one,
take this more serious than homework. Fuck.
Yeah.
That's because it's music. It is more serious than
Yeah.
It is. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
If these songs have been perfect in my life for me, then my list has to be too.
Yeah.
We went a little long, so I'm gonna check out here shortly. But I heard this years ago, and it's like nothing says it better than this, is that music, and in our case, our music, it is the soundtrack to our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why it
Yep.
is so important. And again, and I've said this on the other thing, the people watching this, is we do this for fun, but this music is a big piece of my life growing up,
All of
and
ours.
Yeah.
some of the most enjoyment I get out of these videos, no offense to you guys, that when Mariah is here, because I don't know, you're like a 60-year-old lady in there somehow. Some of the things
Yeah.
you say with this music,
Sixty-year-old.
I don't know.
That's what I mean. Her old soul is really inspirational.
Old
Freaky
soul.
Friday
Yeah.
here in the basement. She switched
Right.
bodies with her mom.
Yeah, Freaky Friday.
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
always sad that I didn't get to live in that. My mom, she talks about like not appreciating, and I'm like, Mom, I would have loved to have switched because I would have had a great time.
I really hope, Mariah, that in the coming videos, I hope I see some of those shirts from Winnipeg, those vintage Dawkin from
I'm
1985,
gonna look into those for sure.
you do.
Waiting for the wasp one.
Of
Hilarious.
Of course you
Hilarious.
are.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, Jay, your honorables.
Most of them have been mentioned, so I'm not going to go through that shit. But a few that didn't, or at least I don't remember being mentioned, would be Road to Nowhere, Time After Time, Dreamer. Notice ballads, right? And then and then Fire in the Sky.
Yeah, it's a great
Yeah.
one.
Those are
That's a
great.
great one.
Yeah.
All right, Mariah, your honorables.
All right, I'll try and go through a couple of them quickly. Bark at the Moon, Rock and Roll Rebel, Suicide Solution. Let's see. Desire. I wish that could have been on there. Under the Graveyard. I was listening to that. Ghost Behind My Eyes. I was listening to that one. See on the Other Side. I mean, there's so many. Lightning Strikes. Goodbye to Romance was one that almost made the list. And I Ain't No Nice Guy, even though it doesn't really count. And Crucify the Dead with Slash and Ozzy off of Slash's 2010 album. Love that song. I mean, I just love just about everything Ozzy has done. There's a couple of covers on that Undercover album, like don't cover Sympathy for the Devil. No one should. That's another one. No one should do it. No one's gonna do it like the Stones can. Just don't. But everything Ozzy does, this video was so much fun and I loved it, and I just love talking about all this stuff and it makes me want to listen. But yeah, just rest in peace, Ozzy. Thank you for the music. It's meant so much to each of us, different points and in different ways, and that's the beauty of it. That's what it's about. So it's awesome.
Nice. All right, Jeremy, your honorables. What you got?
Yeah, I'm just going to go with Ultimate Sin, Lightning Strikes. Those two are really hard to omit. I'm going to go the whole rest for the Wicked album. I could have put that whole freaking thing on there. But I think we did such a great job. I truly do. I don't think there's anything else that I need to put on there. I'm going to just kind of go with what you were saying, Mariah. Without the Ozman Cometh, without him, I don't think any of us meet in real life. I just don't. I don't think it would have led to the bands that became our bands that brought all of us here together in 2025. So Ozzy, again, like Mariah just said, rest in peace. God bless. Thank you so much for making this genre what it is, for having such a huge hand in it and molding it and giving it the taste that like Jason was alluding to, it was not only the soundtrack of our lives, it was the universal language that we all spoke and we all still speak here today. So God bless and thank you so much. And Brian, thank you for letting us get together and celebrate him and rediscover those songs for the first time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you guys for coming on. This is really cool. And like I said in the first video, when we were texting each other, talking about Ozzy after he passed, I was just like, why don't we just make a list of Ozzy songs? That just seems like a no-brainer. And just threw it out there. So yeah, thank you guys for coming on. Let me go through my list real quick because I think some of them already said Demon Alcohol. I'm surprised no one said this one, Killer of Giants.
Oh, that's
Great one. And I Don't Want to Stop, Breaking All the Rules, Rock and Roll Rebel. You had that one in your honorables, Mariah. No Bone Movies, love that one. No More Tears, Ultimate Sin, and Crazy Babies. So yeah, a lot of the stuff. We had a lot of ones that were overlapped with each other. So many good songs, and like you guys said, it's just hell of a career by Ozzy. And yeah, 100%. Thank you, Ozzy, for all the music and everything. That way you touched our lives. Just unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable legend and a legacy he left behind him. Fantastic stuff by him for over 40 years. Unreal. Just unreal.
It is. We could have zero else in common, but having music that he created and all that in common, it's enough, and that's pretty cool. There's so many people out there that's all you need, and it's so impressive. Sabbath solo, we just covered the solo stuff. You can make a whole nother Sabbath video. I mean, it's.
You write that down on my other idea list now. You could. You easily could. All right, let's wrap it up. How'd you guys go through one more time where they can find you at? So go ahead, Jason. What you got?
Catch me on Twitter at Reed World and check out, give me a follow and check out Hair Metal Mondays.
Nice. Jay, what you got going on?
Oh, mainly Facebook. I'm on X. I am on Instagram, but usually I'm on Facebook.
Nice. Mariah?
Yeah, you can catch my 60-year-old woman self on on X. It'd probably be closer to maybe 50s, but catch me on X. Talking all the great music, and it's a highlight. So thank you so much for having us. This was awesome.
You are welcome. Thank you for being on. And Jeremy, just say what you got to say.
Yeah.
Don't do anything.
I'm just going to say, all of you out there, just keep supporting all of these people with their great platforms. I'm not in that world just for personal reasons, but support all these guys. Keep supporting them. Keep following the music we love. Keep it alive. Keep the fires burning. And thank you, Brian, and everybody else who has these podcasts for doing this. God bless, man.
Nice. Let me go through my shit real quick. Find me on X, find me on Twitter at HB Basement. You can also catch my show every Friday night at 8:30 Eastern on the Stationhead app. Download it, check out rare tracks from hair metal. And I'll also with the usual YouTube bullshit. Like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell or go to hell. All that same shit. And I'll say it again. Thank you all for coming on. It's awesome. Always an open door here at the basement. You're all welcome to talk whatever. And thanks again, Ozzy, for such killer music and such a great legacy. R.I.P. Mr. Osbourne. And until the next time, keep your hair high and your metal horns even higher. Take care.
Brian, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know, really.